What up, everybody? Brad at Ghost Gaming. Play some F1 2020. So we finished our last championship. To kind of catch you guys up, fortunately I finished it not live. I had to retire on the last race. Motor kept blowing up. I probably raced the last race about 8 times to try to save it. So my only option was either just retire and be done with it or run the race till the motor blows. I did that enough times, so I just retired from it. We winded up taking 3rd overall, which sucks because if I would have won 1st or 2nd, we would have been 1st overall in the last championship. So, restarted the championship. Hopefully, we don't have any DNFs like we did last championship. We had technically 2. I believe it was the 3rd race and the last race. So we had 2 DNFs. So hopefully we don't have any DNFs this round. Also this round I switched motors. We were using a Ferrari engine. Last championship. This championship we're using Mercedes. So hopefully the Mercedes engine does have like roughly, I don't know, 10% or whatever more durability and a few percentage more power. So that's good. Also, this championship, I'm going to focus more on my durability department to try to mitigate these premature failures. And I'll be messing with the fuel management a little more. I don't think I'm going to be running quite such a rich fuel mixture, which sucks. That's going to drop our lap times and stuff like that. But when you do run that rich fuel mixture, for the more power, the engine runs a lot hotter. Runs somewhere around 240 to 260 versus for running lean, the engine's running like 195 to 205 roughly, which means less wear. So we're doing that as well. So far with the Mercedes motor, I've done one, I believe, just the one race. It did well. I will say the Ferrari motor feels like it's got a little more power right out of the get-go, where the power for the Mercedes seems a little more smoother. In dirt bike terms, for you guys that watch my channel, because I do a lot of dirt bike games, it's like comparing a Yamaha to a KTM. The Ferrari is more like a Yamaha, lots of power right out of the right out of the go, versus the Mercedes motor is more like a KTM or a Husky, a lot more smoother power. But that's kind of where we're at right now. I believe this is our 2nd race in this new championship. And we're still going to go through them all the practices and stuff, and just because that's what's going to give us the most points. Where up there in the top right, you'll see 136. Those points are what's used to upgrade your facility, which means the more of those I have, the more stuff I can develop and create a better car, which is what I'm working on. This season we're really going to focus on durability. We definitely don't want the motor blowing up on the last race. So that's kind of where we're at. So we're going to jump into practice one, throw down some laps, do some of these team like R&D challenge thingies, and have some fun doing it. I also we changed sponsorships as well. Our main sponsor, and then we still have the three other sponsors aside from the main sponsor. So, and all of the sponsors were changed for this new season. What the hell is this?
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
So let's do this. We've also changed the color of the car, the camera angle. Thanks to
consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that
thanks to my boy Schroederboat, as you guys all know him. He gave me this camera setup.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Some of you may not notice it, but it definitely has helped. Also, we changed some graphic settings and stuff as well, so that actually made things quite a bit better. Oh shit, I'm not even paying attention. This is a mess. We're going to the garage. Fix the car, go back out.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Maybe it was... No, we didn't do that this year. I don't think. And my rival for this season is Hamilton. I chose to go with a little bit more difficult of a rival. Actually, a lot more difficult of a rival. But if I do beat him in my rivalry challenge, it gives us a ton. I think it's 1,200 additional like facility credits or whatever, R&D credits. So I think it gives us a total of 2,200 versus the 1,000 for like doing an easier rivalry. Come on. hell are you stopping for, dude? Gas pedal's on the right, bro. Fuck out of my way. Putz.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Was no good. We need you to improve on that. Lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up. Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused. You have a lot of wing damage. Box for a new one.
Stupid. God damn.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
I'll be right back.
I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can. If you want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display. While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button. So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 47.1. We're 10th in the speed trap, 203.0 miles per hour. Ten minutes of the session remaining. 10 minutes. Quick note about tyres. Just bear in mind we have to return the 2 most worn sets at the end of this session. They're gone forever at that point, so be careful how and when you use them, and don't waste any sets that you might need later on. Okay, let's talk about Hanoi Street Circuit. T2 tightens up more than you might expect as it becomes T3, so stay nice and wide, very similar to the opening corners at Shanghai. It's a long, long run from 9, through 10, and down to 11, but it's a very tight left-hander, so mind your braking point. Okay, remember that the way the car handles is all about weight transfer. When you brake, the center of mass moves forward. When you accelerate, it moves rearward. And when you turn, it is pushed to the outside of the car. More load on each tire equals more grip. So make sure you're smooth with the controls to prevent the weight transfer from becoming too violent. So, we'd like to run the acclimatization program if you have a chance before qualifying. It'll give us a good indication of our relative pace and consistency. So far, our fastest lap is a 1:47.1. We're 16th in the speed trap, 103.0 miles per hour.
Everything. I know we're going to the bathroom. Do you know where my what? My little phone case thing is?
The car settings screen on your multi-function display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button. You can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change. Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 47.1.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Iceman, Hamilton, and Valtteri Bottas. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Alright. We back. Now that I think about it, this might have been the track we DNF'd in last championship. Alright, let's try this again.
At some point before qualifying, let's get our track acclimatization program complete. It'll help us identify any specific problem areas on the circuit.
Put this on. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Wow, the old softs too. Alright, let's get these laps done.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Oh god, that was close to the wall. That was real close to the wall.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Yeah. Stay focused.
Great lab. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Turn to garage. The garage.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Okay, so we did that. Where's that? Oh, I didn't see it.
Did you get all the groceries?
Mm-hmm.
Except for the diapers?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. For being helpful.
Mm-hmm. This guy.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace. and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage.
You got your stuff?
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
What damage to the car?
Did you say nasty?
Our best lap so far is a 1:45.7. In this program, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently throughout the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power. Pace is too slow. Make sure you use your overtake button for maximum power.
Jesus Christ, man.
using up too much energy over the lap? Don't use your overtake button quite so much. Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Okay, take it.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Iceman, Vettel, and Lewis Hamilton. What an incredible...
In this program, we want you to focus on fuel-saving technique. Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can while keeping under the minimum lap time. Okay,
God
you
damn
weren't
it.
quite good enough that lap. Try again. Okay, decent lap there, but there's still more to find. Keep at it. Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on. We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car. Okay, this is the only session that we've got left to complete our acclimatization program, so let's get out there. Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 51.6. as many corner gates as you can. The faster you get through each corner, the higher the score. You'll need to deploy your DRS in the DRS zone as well. DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD. That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together. This is the final lap of the program.
God damn it.
That's the program complete. This is some decent data. Car repairs have set us back a little. So far, our fastest lap is a 1:51.3. We're ninth in the speed trap, 203.2 miles per hour.
Fucking goddamn game.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
This fucking piece of shit car.
Why does it smell so bad on there?
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. You spent a lot of time on the track during practice. Does the car have enough reliability to sustain that? You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip? Appreciate your time.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Iceman, Hamilton, and Valtteri Bottas. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Bottas. Oh, he qualified 16th. I don't understand what the hell just happened.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Are you feeling confident that you can take your qualifying pace into the race? It's got to be a relief to qualify that far up the grid. Great. Well, that's everything.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Formula One circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam. It's a track that combines the bespoke design of a traditional race circuit with the tight, close barriers of a street track that our drivers race on today. 23 corners and a total distance of 3.4 miles. Watch out, in particular, for overtaking into the braking zone at turn 11. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again.
What up, man? What are you doing? That's cool. You got scam. Scam. You, did you say Bitcoin? I'm sorry, I thought you said Bitcoin. I got a text message the other day that said something along the lines of that. Well, I'm like, what? I think so.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
Yeshers.
Iceman lines up on pole position, and it's
Pretty.
Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have
We're getting it,
Bottas,
dude. We're gonna go for
Verstappen,
it.
Daniel
Buy it.
Ricciardo,
Yes,
and
confirm
Albon,
purchase.
Perez,
Okay, so yeah, we ran 3 heads up. So out of like the stock cars, I was first. So if we were running like Le Mans
Russell, Giovinazzi, Kevin Magnussen,
style, I won my class, but I lost to 2 mod cars in the overall standings. So like they were both able to go 1-1, and I was only able to go 1-2. So it was best 2 out of 3. And I never pulled better than a fucking 5 on the grid. So I was fucking gutting through some people today.
I got a question that's nowhere near related to what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I was trying to think of something witty, but I got nothing, so.
So I'm eating this hot dog, right?
Oh my god. Yeah?
Dude, like, I'm not a relish guy to begin with.
Oh, my wife loves relish.
So can you ask her what the fuck the bright neon green relish is? Like, why is my relish so fucking green?
What is the bright green relish?
I don't know. But I know what he's talking about. Is it sweet relish?
Possibly.
Well, I don't know. Yep.
Yep.
It tastes like regular relish, but it's like bright.
Did you get like a Chicago-style dog or something?
Yeah. Yeah, like it's got like the peppers on it. You know, the little round, like...
Yeah, it's like some sweet relish or something.
I think it's like sweet.
Okay, well, like, I've had sweet relish that looks like regular fucking relish. This looks like it's been dyed green.
It probably has been.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm sending you a photo of this shit. This shit's fucking green. I've never seen relish quite this green.
No, you fucking diddly dits. Dude, come on. I want out of this shit. Don't even load it up. Yeah, so I got put in some hard shuffles. Like, I got put up against the mod guys, and fucking...
Tell me that ain't some green-ass fucking relish, bro.
We had to run 4, because... Oh, shit.
That's not lettuce.
Yeah, I have seen that before. My mom... Oh, you got Portillo's? Is that what you got?
I don't know. Wife brought it home. Yeah.
Yeah, they got some crazy green-ass relish, for sure. I've had it before. I was like, I've seen that shit before. Yeah.
Like, I
think
can't
that's just
understand why it's so green.
It's just Portillo's relish. I don't really like Portillo's. I think they're fucking Italian.
That's the first time I've ever ate there.
Fucking dog shit.
Oh, good. I was kind of thinking that. She's like, Portillo's. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. She's like, well, you get this, or this. I said, all right, give me hot dogs. I'll play it safe.
I'll play it safe.
I mean, dude, you really can't fuck a hot dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't really fuck a hot dog, though, that's for sure.
And I had never eaten there before, so I was like, dude, she's naming off some shit. I'm like, what? No. Hot dog. I want the dog.
Hot dog? Quit the main menu because I loaded up the wrong fucking career. So, yeah. But in the third shuffle, I finally got put with all stock drivers. And then also I got put in the third round with the only other stock driver that could have finished in third place. We were both sitting with 2s. So it came down to the final round. And I fucking drove the wheels off that bitch, dude.
Did you?
Won round 3. Yeah, won round 3, so. I had a choice. I had a chance at a 1-1.
She hit the power band?
I had to come from... Well, no, I actually ran... Honestly, tonight my motor was fucking dog shit. Because... I ran one of our current motors, but we put JB Weld inside of it. Like, we just fucking coated that bitch in JB Weld. Just to fucking see what it would do. And I don't like it. I think it worked as good for, like, heat dissipation purposes, like, solid, so if we were going for something like that. But we have thermal epoxy that we can put on our shit, too, which is actually designed for electric motors. And you can... I think it has something to do with the eddy currents in the motor or something. I don't know. But, like, I ran our prototype motor, and then I ran our prototype motor with the thermal epoxy on it, and then... I guess before that I ran our current motor right now, and then now I'm running that current motor, but with JB Weld on it, and I don't think that it helped it. The track was a lot nicer, but my fucking shit was slow as fuck tonight. I think if I had my other motor in there, I probably could have at least put it in the 2 spot. It's hard to beat the fucking owner's kid, especially when he's got his mod car out. Because he can fucking fly in that shit.
You should have just beat his ass. You should have done.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a 12-year-old. So, I don't like going to jail.
No, I'm not like that.
Oh, yeah, no. I held him off for a little bit.
Ass.
Like, he was in one of my shuffles. Like in the second round, well, technically it was the second round of racing. So like the second round went off, and he I don't know, put the shit in wrong at the end of the round, so it didn't count, so we had to run an extra round. But in the second round of actual racing, he was in my shuffle. And I held him off for a couple laps, but I mean, his car, and then there's one other guy that was running his mod car in that shuffle too. I mean, they're a second a lap faster than I am. Just no matter how, I mean, I didn't crash, I was driving good. I just have that much more power than I have. When we have like, I mean,
do you have motors that would like pace them?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't run that class.
Oh.
So, I run a stock class.
But I mean, you guys make a motor that'll pace their cars. Right?
Oh, yeah, like if I wanted to, like I could grab a motor off the shelf for next Tuesday and take it down there and run with them, no problem. But I just don't. Not my style.
You like the stock ones?
I like stock, yeah, I like stock racing better. It's way more competitive. Way more. Like, mod classes, like, that's what all, like, the, like, quote-unquote pros run.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But there's, like, it's, like, literally the same 10 fucking dudes that have been winning all the races. And, like, out of those 10 guys, it's, like, really 3 of them that have just dominated for, like, the last 10 years. Like, they're, like, an unachievable level of good driver. And that's where all, like, the good drivers go. But in a local level, like, stock is what pretty much everybody runs. The only reason that those guys are running their mod cars is because they just went to an invitational race.
Oh, okay.
That was modified only. So, like, they came back this Tuesday and were like, I'm just going to keep running my mod car. And then some of them have, like, a stock car and a mod car built up, ready to go. And so they can just throw down whatever one everybody else is running that night.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't. Why, you know, are you allowed to run multiple classes?
Yeah, like I took my dad's. Cause I'm going to a race this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday I'll be back home late at night, probably. And I'm running my dad's like 4-wheel drive truck. So like there's like the main classes are 2-wheel drive buggy, 4-wheel drive buggy, and stadium truck. And then they have,
That was the fastest lap of the race.
and then like short course is probably the next most popular after that. And then you got like a bunch of, well, like 4-wheel drive truck is like a pretty new class. So that's what I'm running this weekend. I'm gonna run 2-wheel drive buggy, stock, and then modified 4-wheel drive truck. It's an open class, so you can run whatever motor you want.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. You can run whatever motor you want, whatever battery you want, whatever, everything. But like stock classes, like I have to run a 17.5 turn motor.
So like, are all these tracks flat or do they have jumps?
Jumps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like what, like exactly like the YouTube videos you sent me. Like the guys like doubling and tripling things.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I sent you one of that, yeah. Yeah, so like the track that we're on right now, it's like there's, okay, from the start line, there's like a little bit of a front straightaway, big sweeper, and then another straightaway that's like makes like an L, and then a bowl turn, triple, and then it's like a, I don't know, 135 degree corner that kind of matches you back up straight in line with the front straightaway, tabletop, and then like a roller kinda, so like you're making a constant, like this is a constant like circle all the way around. So you go over the tabletop, make a 90 degree. You don't really make it 90 degrees, you just round the whole thing off. But then it's got a single roller, and then it tightens up at the end, and it's like a little chicane. And then you go back up the hill in the back. You take a fucking 90 left, over a double, into like a speed sweeper, short shoot straightaway, 180 back, tabletop, and then it's got like a dip. You kind of come like over a corner hill. It's like peaks in the middle of the corner, and then a double that you pretty much have to hit sideways because it comes back like a sweeper, and then there's like just like a really, it's not even, it's like a half a lane split with a jump in the middle of it diagonally, so you just kind of jump the tube, like you jump the track basically right there, and then you're back onto the front straightaway.
That's cool.
Yes, sir. And so we ran 6 minutes all heads up, so it was random draw for your start position, random draw for whatever heat you were going to be in. There was like 3 heats of guys. There was like 2 heats of 6 and 1 heat of 7. And in the first main, I drew the 7. So I was the very last, and I drove up to second in that one.
Oh, wow.
And then...
Fucking, you were just letting it eat, huh?
Yeah. I was feeling good. Like, at that track, like, I pretty much have, like, fucking F1 traction. Like, for real.
Oh, damn.
Pretty much. Like, I mean, there's jumps and shit, but it's, like, super high bite clay. Like, the clay is totally hard packed, as hard as it can be, and then they fucking put super glue on it and all kinds of other shit to get, like, a groove in it and make it, like, hard packed, and then we run totally slick tires.
They put super glue on the track?
Like the dude at Nats, like when they were at Nats, like straight up every single night after they were done, they would get 5-gallon buckets of Elmer's glue and fucking slosh that shit on the track, and then take paint rollers and fucking paint the track with Elmer's glue. Talk about fucking traction, dog.
It doesn't, like, get all over the car and...
No, it gets like, you just put like a thin layer on it basically, and it just, the dirt absorbs it. The dirt and the clay and stuff absorb it.
That's crazy, dude.
But like they had more of a dry track there, so like that super glue just like basically seals all the like the dust in, because like the dust is what makes you lose traction if you're on clay.
Yeah.
You know. So that our track though, like the dirt that he has, it like stays wet.
Yeah, maybe it stays wet.
So we have like wet traction all the time. So like just like wet clay. It's not like soaking wet. You just take a mist, like they mist between rounds, and then between every single heat they have blowers, like leaf blowers, and you blow the marbles off, the clay marbles off, like out of the race line.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't they just use that stuff that they used to prep the drag strip with?
Well, he actually did. So there's shit for like big, like dirt oval, like big cars.
Mm-hmm.
There's like race, like track prep shit you can put on that creates a groove. You know, if you want to, like El Dorado style fucking blue groove in the track.
Yeah.
And he put that all over the track, but it like, I don't know, dude, it mixed weird with it, and so like, I don't know really why, but we were. Well, I mean, I guess I know why. Like, we were only putting rubber down on the track in the high speed spots. So, like, if you looked at it, like, when we were coming through the sweeper, there'd be, like, a big dark groove through the sweeper. But you got down to, like, the 180 hairpin right after that, and there was nothing there. So, he wasn't doing nothing with the track when he had that shit on there. So, you would hit the sections of that grip shit and be hooked up, and your car would fucking flip over. But everywhere else, you were doing donuts.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. With whatever dirt he's got or whatever he's got going on, it doesn't need shit. But like a lot of the people that I would say don't have as nice a dirt, they gotta dude, some people put Coca-Cola on the track.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah, sugar. Like you can put sugar down, and that gives the track like more bite. People sugar their tracks all the time.
That's crazy.
But that will fucking, that eats through tires. Like at my home track, a set of tires, like if I really wanted to, you could probably get, like, I could probably get 2 seasons out of them. because one, it's a slick already. You're just hoping that the foam on the inside of the tire holds up.
8 seconds.
But they almost get better the older they are. Like the more blown out a tire you get, because like you'll start to hear it. Like when you come out of a corner, you know how if you're watching a drag car in slow motion, like the wheels like fold, basically. If you get really old tires, like on our shit, they'll be like just blown out, and like when you come around the corner and get back on the throttle, they snap because they're folding over so much. But it just creates low wheel spin because the tire folds so much.
Oh shit.
So almost like the older, more shitty tire you run. Now where I'm going this weekend, and why I don't understand how people can afford to race RC cars, I'm going to need like 3 sets of tires. I'm going to need a set of tires to practice with, I'm going to need a set of tires to qualify with, and I could maybe squeeze it out of 2 sets in each car. But even at my cost, it's still $40 to get a set of tires. I mean, people are paying $80, $70 for sets of tires, getting multiple sets. You take a brand new set of tires, you put it on a drill, you grind it down until there's barely any tread left on it, because that's what works the best at most every single track. Just needs a little bit of tread on it. And then you run it for a couple runs, and then they're garbage.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
That's crazy, dude.
People are doing that shit every single weekend at some tracks. Like, I don't know how the fuck they do it. I get 1 set of tires, dude, and it's like literally the only set of tires I have for the entire season. Unless I'm going to some other track.
Giuliano is in the pits.
Especially in the 4-wheel.
In the pits.
4-wheel fucking rip through fucking tires. Especially if you don't got your diffs set up properly, like especially your front diff, man, you'll eat through tires. Because you'll get on throttle and the front end will lift up and they'll spin so much more, and you'll just be fucking roasting fronts off.
That's what happens to mine.
Accelerate to time. I was gonna take my PlayStation.
No, you're not. Are you fucking kidding me?
Why not?
I'm saying here, you're 1,1000% not.
What am I gonna do in the hotel room, dude? You're gonna have people you can fucking talk to.
People are talking. My kids?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, hook your phone up. You don't have to get the thing out, hook your phone up. Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry.
Watch me do it.
I don't. You can't get it on there? You can't get Netflix and shit on that thing? YouTube TV on that thing?
You guys have your own password Netflix.
Fucking. All you gotta do is text her.
You're gonna be at home by myself, stranded.
Cause we're gonna get done racing at like 5 o'clock and I'm gonna be stuck down in fucking Louisville, Kentucky by my fucking self.
I gotta get done right now, like 5 o'clock.
Bet.
No, the race is gonna be done there until like 2 in the morning.
No.
Complete. Pit strategy complete. See these tires.
Like where I'm going this weekend, there'll probably be 50, 60 guys in the class I'm running.
Yeah, it's forever.
Oh. Who's my biggest rival? Bodass, for sure. Fuck that guy.
You've moved into P4, 4th place now.
Yep, I gotta get to P1.
Dude, I told him to run I told them to run an IndyCar style too, which they pretty much don't anyways, because like there's like 3 fucking guys there, basically, that are fast. 4 guys, maybe 5 guys at it sometimes, that are like fast. But the rest of the guys are like pretty shitty. So, and like, bro, like they do not get out of the way. Like, I'll be laughing at motherfuckers for like the 2nd or 3rd time, and they'll be racing me like it's for position. Do you have any drink or water? Anything? It's Friday, what? Saturday, Sunday, yeah! It's Friday, what? Saturday, Sunday, yeah! Quali? Let's go, dude. We gotta get out early and qualify because it's supposed to rain late, I think. Mixed conditions. That's it, right? We pull out first, we put in a heater, we go home. Let's do this.
Well, I got
Yeah, that fucking-
4 laps to catch Hamilton.
That happened to me in the last race. I pulled a 3rd because I fucking touched my front wing and had to take a longer pit, but was still able to get back decently. Session info, short qualifying. We got 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. What do we got here? Partly cloudy, cold track.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Yeah, 30 minutes from now. Well, that's post-qualifying time anyways. Let's go. Peppermint.
Nice move. Good job.
Yeah, but I ran that 4-wheel truck tonight, just the first time it's ever seen a track. My dad built it, but never raced it. I don't know.
Oh, really?
That dude, that thing had so much fucking brakes, bro. I turned that shit down to like 50%, and it was still doing fucking front flips, like in the air. Like you just come over the, because it just had so much fucking brakes, dude. I could just barely tap the brakes, like just throw my finger forward and just like I just boop boop, and it was like, brr, it would just lock the brakes up. Damn, you put that shit. So you'd like, I'd like hit the. Oh my god. No fucking way, dude.
Those are fake.
That's gotta be fake.
How?
How are they that fucking big?
They're moving their eyeballs.
Your babies are like at half the size of you. And they're not just chunky. They're like 3 feet fucking tall, dude. Like, what the fuck is happening with these babies right now?
Can you imagine? Holy shit. They're giant. Says, are you 4 foot? Or your baby's large?
Seriously, dude. Like, she's
like an optical illusion. Yeah, she's probably really short. Still, like, that's crazy.
She's gotta be like 3 feet tall. Sounds like a midget that looks normal.
Between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
I can't lie though, I think playing this game helped me a little bit as far as like being able to flow back and forth between like lines.
Yeah.
I was feeling it. I was grooving. It's like weird, man. Like when it's like sometimes when I'm racing, like I don't get it very often when I play PlayStation, but like, you know, the zone, dude. Like, you know what the zone is.
Oh yeah.
Like when you're just not even thinking, you're not even like nothing is happening in your mind.
Come on, motherfucker.
And it's just like I wish I could sustain that for like longer when I'm racing, because like I'll get into it and I'll just turn some fucking laps, bro. But I just like, I don't know, you get that lapse in concentration and you lose a couple tenths and you're just, it's over. I don't know how to keep it going for the entirety of 6 minutes without being incredibly fucking stoned. But like, I'm in public.
Fucking dumb, dude. This game does nothing but piss me off sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh, come on, let's do fucking 30 miles an hour through the pit.
It's the law, bro. That was a terrible lap. That was a 139. That was shit.
Why are we changing tires?
Release.
Sure, let's just go all the way back to fucking 22nd. Retarded assholes. Why am I only maxing out at 195?
They probably got a higher downforce package on your car for the track that you're at. They change it around. Oh, of course Bottas is on fucking pole right now.
You made it look easy.
Douche.
I mean, fuck turn. Jesus Christ.
Get on them brakes, Dom.
That is on the brakes.
This is your final lap.
Well, you gotta get on the brakes and then get off the brakes and then turn.
That makes zero sense.
What do you mean?
Get on the brakes, get off the brakes, get back on the brakes, and then turn.
No. Just on the brakes once, off the brakes, turn the car.
Oh. Well, that makes a little more sense.
There's only one.
Sometimes you gotta brake through a corner. Like, you can brake and turn through, like, the end of, like, a really, like, low-speed corner or something. But for the most part, like, that of the straightaway, you want to come down, like, and then let off the brake, and then apex the turn. I don't know. I choose the late apex more. That's just more my style. Which just means I'm wider. I slow down, let off, turn into the corner, apex through, and then out of the corner. So, I don't know. There's different ways to the corner, I guess.
Dude, I fucking hate this track.
You basically want to go wide, narrow, wide. So outside, through the middle of the corner, and the closest point you can be, and then back out to the outside of the track.
Race over, take care of the car on the way in.
How many points do you get for 10th place?
Like 1?
Well, it's better than 0.
You're not wrong.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. After an incredible performance, Lewis Hamilton secures the top spot.
They would ask me who my fucking biggest rival is. I say Bottas, and he fucking puts it on the pole, dude.
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton.
I ain't got dick for this guy. I don't think.
Out on the track today, even by his standards.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improve their position in the championship. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
How do you gain points in the constructors standings?
It's equivalent to how many points you score in the championship. So like if you score 26 points, you score 26 points for the Constructors' Championship as well, and then whatever your teammate scores.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Dude, I'm not gonna be able to get around for another lap.
Excuse me. Fuck.
Fans really seem to enjoy that.
Oh, sweet. Oh, nice. Got cover on.
Yeah, they enjoyed that 10th place.
Oh, it's big. Okay, then you flip it over and dump it in there.
And then you make another tray.
Nice.
So you just have constant ice.
That's dialed.
Dude, it's on Amazon. That's what we need.
That's sick.
Ice. I like it. And it's like little ice.
Little ice. Sixth on the board. Not looking good, boys. We might need another fucking joint before this we roll out here.
It's more like Dodgems than Formula One.
Sixth in qualifying. I fucking roast these dudes on the start, though.
brain, last time his brain damage or whatever.
Oh.
So he said he's a little bit weird.
That's funny though.
Funny.
He's weird.
Full blown somersault.